Pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, do you wake up each day with a burning determination in your heart, ready to face challenges, grow, and become stronger? Or are you merely drifting through life, stuck in old habits, without truly taking control of your destiny? If you crave a meaningful life, if you want to cultivate inner strength and take charge of yourself instead of being ruled by circumstances, then welcome to Inner Stillness. Today, we will explore 9 Stoic principles, not abstract theories, but powerful tools to help you navigate life with clarity, resilience, and wisdom. These principles will make you stronger, smarter, and help you live a life that truly matters. So, are you ready to change? Let's begin. 1. I am capable. I have the strength to face any challenge. Every morning when you wake up, remind yourself, I am capable. This is not just an empty affirmation. It is a truth you must ingrain in your mind. Stoic philosophy teaches us that while we cannot control the external world, we can always control how we respond. This means that no matter what challenges life throws your way, you always have the power to choose how to face them with courage, resilience, and wisdom. Take Thomas Edison as an example. He failed over 10,000 times before finally inventing the light bulb. But he never saw those failures as obstacles. Each failure was simply another step toward success. If Edison had given up, the world might still be in darkness today. The same goes for you. Life will always be filled with challenges, work failures, broken relationships, overwhelming pressure, and exhausting days. But remember, strong people aren't those who have never fallen, but those who always rise again. How can you develop this mindset? White heavy checkmark. Remind yourself daily of what you have already overcome. Make a list of the challenges you have faced and conquered in the past. This will show you that you are stronger than you think. White heavy checkmark. Reframe how you see difficulties. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this teaching me? White heavy checkmark. Take action. Confidence doesn't come from just thinking about success. It comes from facing your fears and taking action. Every small step you take toward overcoming a challenge builds a solid foundation of self-trust. Backhand index pointing right. You are capable. You are stronger than you think. You have what it takes to face any challenge. Believe it. 2. I am the creator of my reality. Have you ever realized that the way you perceive the world determines how you live in it? If you believe you are a victim of circumstances, you will remain stuck in a cycle of helplessness. But if you believe that you are the creator of your own reality, you will find the power to shape your life. Stoic philosophy teaches a profound truth. Small blue diamond. It's not events that shape your emotions, but how you interpret them. This means that nothing is inherently good or bad. It's only how you perceive it. If you fail at a project, you can either see it as the end of the road or as a valuable lesson that will make you stronger for the next attempt. A real example of someone who created their own reality. Look at the life of Nelson Mandela. He was imprisoned for 27 years, stripped of his freedom, and treated unjustly. But instead of dwelling in resentment, he saw each day in prison as an opportunity to strengthen his mind and spirit. He studied, reflected, developed his philosophy, and prepared for the day he would change an entire nation. That is Stoic wisdom in action. He refused to let his circumstances define him. He did not wait for the perfect moment. He created opportunities even in adversity. Are you letting circumstances define your life? Be honest with yourself. Red circle. Do you often blame your situation for your struggles? Red circle. Are you waiting for everything to be perfect before you take action? If the answer is yes, it's time to change. White heavy checkmark. Start by shifting your mindset. Every time you face a challenge, ask yourself, how can I turn this into an advantage? White heavy checkmark. Take control of your emotions. When someone criticizes you, you can either get angry or see it as an opportunity to improve. White heavy checkmark. Stop waiting. Start acting. If you always wait for the perfect conditions before taking action, you will never truly live. Backhand index pointing right. Will you continue letting circumstances control you? Or will you take charge and create your own reality? 3. My path is clear. Have you ever felt lost? Uncertain about where your life is going? We often get trapped in worrying about the future or regretting the past. So much so that we forget we have control over the present. Imagine a ship drifting in the middle of the ocean. Without a compass, it moves aimlessly, lost in endless waves. You are that ship, and your mindset is the compass. If you don't clearly define where you want to go, life will push you in random directions. Why is clarity important? Stoic philosophy teaches us. Small blue diamond, if you don't know what you want, you'll easily be swayed by distractions. Every morning, remind yourself, white heavy checkmark, I know what I want. White heavy checkmark, I will not let small things distract me from my path. When you have a clear goal, you won't be easily shaken by temporary difficulties or temptations. You'll have a guiding force that helps you make the right decisions. Example, Steve Jobs and his unwavering vision. Look at Steve Jobs. He never let anything distract him from building Apple. Small blue diamond, when he was fired from the very company he founded, he didn't break down. Small blue diamond, when people doubted his vision, he kept pushing forward. Small blue diamond, when the market changed, he didn't lose focus. He remained committed to his goal. The result? He revolutionized technology and built one of the most influential companies in history. How can you define your own path? Small blue diamond, take time to reflect. What do you truly want in life? What gives you meaning? Small blue diamond, write down your goals. Without a clear destination, you'll just wander aimlessly. Small blue diamond, eliminate distractions. Remove useless habits, negative relationships, and procrastination from your life. Backhand index pointing right, you can be a drifting ship, or you can be a ship with a compass. Which will you choose? 4. I grow stronger every day. No one is born perfect, and neither are you. But what matters is not where you are, but where you are going. We often get trapped in comparisons, looking at others' success and feeling small. But Stoic philosophy teaches us that the only competition that matters is the one with yourself. Small blue diamond, instead of comparing yourself to others, compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Small blue diamond, if you improve just a little each day, you'll be amazed at how much you've changed in a year. Lesson from Michael Jordan, from failure to legend. Look at Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Pushpin, a little-known fact, in high school, he was cut from his basketball team. Most people would have given up, believing they weren't talented enough. Pushpin, but Jordan didn't quit. He spent thousands of hours training, improving every small skill, turning weaknesses into strengths. Pushpin, the result? He became a legend, proving that success doesn't come from natural talent. It comes from daily persistence and growth. How to grow stronger every day. White heavy checkmark, improve by just 1% daily. You don't have to change your life overnight. Focus on small improvements. Learn something new. Do something slightly better than yesterday. White heavy checkmark, learn from failure. Don't fear mistakes. See them as lessons that help you grow. White heavy checkmark, be a little more disciplined each day. Wake up 10 minutes earlier. Focus better on your work. Read one extra page. Small changes will lead to massive results over time. Backhand index pointing right, so what have you done today to become better? 5. I commit to excellence. Excellence does not mean perfection. It means striving every day to be the best version of yourself. We often think that only natural-born geniuses achieve greatness. But the truth is, excellence is not a state. It is a process, a continuous commitment to growth. Stoic philosophy, excellence lies in the process, not the outcome. Stoicism teaches us. Small blue diamond, what matters is not whether you achieve success, but whether you are giving your best effort. When you commit to excellence, you stop obsessing over the final result. Instead, you focus on the process. You embrace each step, each moment, each small improvement. Backhand index pointing right, a Stoic warrior does not fight to win. They fight because they value the discipline and effort they put in. Lesson from Leonardo da Vinci, excellence through endless learning. Look at Leonardo da Vinci. He wasn't just a painter. He was an inventor, a scientist, a philosopher, a man who never stopped learning and improving. Pushpin, the Mona Lisa wasn't painted in a day. Da Vinci spent years perfecting every tiny detail. Pushpin, he never stopped exploring, from human anatomy to the mechanics of flight, to the movement of water. Pushpin, he pursued excellence not for fame, but because he was driven by an endless thirst for knowledge and mastery. It was his relentless pursuit of improvement that made him one of the greatest minds in history. How to commit to excellence. White heavy checkmark. Don't chase perfection, chase progress. Perfection is impossible, but daily improvement is within your control. White heavy checkmark. Do your best in everything you do. Don't just do things to get them done. Do them with your highest level of effort. White heavy checkmark. Dedicate time to learning and refining your craft every day. Excellence isn't luck. It's the result of continuous self-improvement. Backhand index pointing right. Are you ready to commit to excellence, step by step, to become the best version of yourself? 6. I don't make excuses. Excuses are the biggest enemy of success. They are invisible barriers that hold you back. When you make excuses, you don't just delay action, you miss out on opportunities to grow. Have you ever heard someone say, red circle, I don't have enough time. Red circle, I don't have enough money. Red circle, I'm not as talented as others. These are not truths. These are self-imposed limitations designed to avoid discomfort. Stoic philosophy, do what you can, with what you have. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Roman emperors, once said, do what you can, with what you have, where you are. This is the essence of Stoic resilience. White heavy checkmark. Don't blame circumstances. White heavy checkmark. Don't wait for perfect conditions. White heavy checkmark. No excuses, only action. Successful people don't have perfect conditions, they create them. The most successful people weren't born into perfect situations. They simply refused to make excuses and maximize what they had. Pushpin. Oprah Winfrey, born into poverty, suffered abuse, faced rejection early in her career. But instead of making excuses, she worked relentlessly and became one of the most influential women in the world. Pushpin. Stephen Hawking, diagnosed with ALS at a young age, lost his ability to move. Yet he didn't make excuses. He continued researching, writing, and transforming our understanding of the universe. How to stop making excuses. White heavy checkmark. Identify your own excuses. Every time you think, I can't because, ask yourself, is this really a reason, or just fear? White heavy checkmark. Start now, with what you have. If you want to write a book, start with 1 page a day. If you want to get fit, do 5 minutes of exercise each morning. White heavy checkmark. Focus on solutions, not problems. Instead of saying, I don't have time, find ways to manage your time better. Instead of saying, I don't have enough money, find ways to use free resources. Backhand index pointing right. The world won't wait for you. Stop making excuses and start taking action. 7. I was born to do great things. You are not just an ordinary person. You have extraordinary potential inside you, and you have a responsibility to unlock it. Have you ever wondered, small blue diamond, why do some people change the world while others just drift through life? Small blue diamond, what makes the difference? The answer is not luck or circumstances. It is belief and perseverance. Great people are not those who started with the best conditions. They are those who never gave up on their vision. The story of Walt Disney, from rejection to a dream maker. Look at Walt Disney. He wasn't just a filmmaker. He was a visionary who dared to dream big and turned his dreams into reality. Pushpin. Over 300 rejections while looking for investors for Disneyland. Pushpin. Multiple failures, bankruptcies, and people who doubted him. Pushpin. But he never gave up. The result? He built an entertainment empire that changed the world. If Disney had given up, we might have never seen The Lion King, Aladdin, or Frozen, stories that have inspired millions. You were not born just to exist. You were born to make a difference. Every morning, remind yourself, white heavy checkmark, I was not born to live an average life. White heavy checkmark, I have the potential to do great things. White heavy checkmark, I have a responsibility to chase my dreams. What matters is not where you have been, but where you are going. You don't have to change the world in a day, but if you take one step forward each day, you can change your own life, and maybe even the world. Backhand index pointing right. So, are you ready to unlock the greatness within you? External opinions do not define me. We live in a world where everyone has an opinion about you, your clothes, your voice, your career, even your dreams. But think carefully. Small blue diamond, can you control what others think? Small blue diamond, can you please everyone? Small blue diamond, do their opinions truly change your worth? The answer is no. You cannot control others, but you can always control how you respond. If you spend your life trying to please everyone, you will lose yourself. If you let the fear of judgment control you, you will never have the courage to live authentically. Socrates, a man who lived by truth. Look at Socrates, the father of Western philosophy. Pushpin, he was not a king. He was not a military leader. He was just a man with questions. Pushpin, but his questions shook the entire city of Athens. He encouraged people to think for themselves and challenge societal norms. Pushpin, the result? He was sentenced to death, but he was not afraid. He refused to compromise his beliefs for the sake of survival. Pushpin Socrates died for the truth, but his ideas became immortal. He left us with a powerful lesson. Backhand index pointing right, other people's opinions do not define you. Only you can do that. Are you letting others control your life? Be honest with yourself. Red circle, have you ever abandoned a dream just because you were afraid of being laughed at? Red circle, have you ever changed who you are just to be accepted? Red circle, have you ever postponed an important decision because you worried about what others might think? If the answer is yes, it's time to change. White heavy checkmark, live for yourself, not for others' approval. White heavy checkmark, don't fear judgment. Fear not being true to yourself. White heavy checkmark, the most successful people don't let the crowd define them. They define themselves. How to stop being affected by others' opinions. Fire, focus on your core values. What do you truly believe in? What kind of life do you want to live? Let these guide you, not the voices of others. Fire, realize that everyone has opinions, but not all opinions matter. Someone who criticizes you today might forget about you tomorrow. Don't let fleeting words change your direction. Fire, practice confidence. Confidence is not the absence of fear. It is acting despite fear. Every time you choose to be authentic, you grow stronger. Fire, remember, the greatest people in history were all criticized. Innovators, leaders, and geniuses, they were all doubted, but they kept going. That's what made the difference. Backhand index pointing right, will you keep letting others' opinions dictate your life? Or will you have the courage to walk your own path? 9. I live fully in every moment. Have you ever felt like you're alive, but not really living? Small blue diamond, you worry about the future, thinking about what might happen. Small blue diamond, you regret the past, dwelling on things you cannot change. Small blue diamond, you rarely enjoy the present moment because your mind is always caught up in things that don't exist. But remember, life doesn't happen in the past or the future. It happens right here, right now. Lesson from Seneca: the greatest suffering is in our imagination. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Think about this. Pushpin, how many times have you feared something would happen, but it never did? Pushpin, how many times has fear stopped you from doing what you truly wanted? Most of our suffering doesn't come from reality, but from how we imagine reality. Backhand index pointing right, we create worst-case scenarios in our minds and let them control our emotions. Live fully. Life is a journey, not a destination. Do you ever feel like you're constantly chasing something? Pushpin, you think once you get your dream job, you'll be happy. Pushpin, you believe once you make more money, you'll feel satisfied. Pushpin, you think once you find the perfect relationship, life will be complete. But when you achieve those things, you move on to the next chase. And just like that, you spend your whole life living in the future, never enjoying the present. Backhand index pointing right, life is not a destination. It is a journey. How to live fully in the present. Fire, let go of the past. You can't change it, but you can learn from it and move forward. Fire, don't let the future make you anxious. Instead of fearing what hasn't happened yet, prepare for it by taking action today. Fire, focus on this very moment. When you eat, enjoy the taste of your food. When you talk to someone, truly listen. When you work, give it your best. Fire, practice gratitude. Happiness doesn't come from what you achieve, but from recognizing what you already have. Backhand index pointing right, you can't change the past. You can't control the future, but you can live fully in this moment. Inner stillness. How will you live? The 9 Stoic principles we've explored aren't just abstract ideas. They are powerful guides to help you live a meaningful life. Now, ask yourself, small blue diamond, will you continue to live passively, letting life push you in directions you don't control? Small blue diamond, or will you take charge of your destiny, facing challenges with clarity, resilience, and wisdom? Backhand index pointing right, you can't change the past, but you can shape your future. And it starts with the choices you make today. Hourglass not done, make the choice. Live with awareness, strength, and no regrets. Speech balloon, which principle resonated with you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments. Fire, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. Inner stillness. For more content on mastering your mind and taking control of your life. Rocket, your journey starts now.